Everyone. It's wonderful to see so many of you here today. Glad that you could join for our Earth Buddy webinar. It's great to see so many people here. In today's session, we are going to have a chance to look at some of the exciting updates that have been happening on Sadhguru's journey as it's coming towards the end, and share some things that you can do to take action on. And for those that might be joining for the first time, we'll share more with you about just what is this movement, this Save Soil movement. So my name is Heather, and I'm a volunteer with Conscious Planet and the Save Soil movement. And I'm excited to be here to share more with you about what's been happening. As we said, we think we'll probably take about 35-40 minutes of your time this evening. So hopefully you can stay with us. For those that are new to the Earth Buddy, we want you to have a chance to really understand what is this Save Soil movement. So we have a brief video that we'd like to share with you about the Save Soil movement.
We are talking about climate change, carbon emissions, and global warming and various other aspects. But we are not addressing soil. Soil is the habitat upon which zillions of lives thrive. Once there is no richness in soil, then you have forsaken the planet in many ways. Every responsible scientist in the world and the UN agencies are clearly saying we have only 80 to 100 harvests left. That means approximately 45 to 50 years of agricultural soil left on the planet. By 2045, we will be producing 40% less food than what we are producing right now, and our populations will be 9.3 billion people. The food shortages that could manifest in the next 25 years, the consequences of that is unimaginable. Civil wars will unfold across the world once there is food shortage. What we are facing now is soil extinction. Why is soil becoming extinct? Where is it going away? What is happening to our soil? We must understand, if you add organic content to sand, sand will turn into soil. If you remove all organic content from the soil, soil will become sand. In normal agricultural soil, the minimum organic content should be between 3 to 6%. The most minimum is 3%. At least this minimum to keep the soil alive, to keep the soil as living soil is a must. Agricultural soils across the world, the depletion is so heavy, in most countries, more than 50% of the topsoil is already gone in the last 100 years. The nutrient levels have dropped significantly. The level of micronutrients you would get from your food in early 20th century to what you are getting from the same food now has dropped 90%. If you ate one orange in 1920s, what you got from it, now in 2020, if you have to get the same, you will have to eat 8 oranges. This is what we have done to our food.
Soil is the biggest ecosystem on the planet, and so few people know anything about it. 1 teaspoon of healthy soil probably contains more microbes than there are people on Earth.
The microbial life in the first 12 to 15 inches of topsoil is the basis of our existence. It is this magic beneath our feet which has produced the life that we are. This first 12 to 15 inches of soil is the basis of life for 87% of life on this planet, including you and me.
We have to begin to recognize that what we call our soil, Mother Earth, is a living organism.
Open soils, ripped open by ploughing, open to sunlight, is the basis of destruction of microbial life. So the focus should be on agriculture, the focus should be on seeing that land is under shade as much as possible, some kind of shade, grasses, herbs, bushes, trees. Conscious Planet is launching Save Soil movement to bring about a policy change to regenerate soil. As a part of this, I'm 65 and I'm riding 30,000 kilometers, a lone motorcycle journey, 30,000 kilometers across 24 nations to activate support from the citizenry to assure the governments long-term investments will be appreciated. So it's extremely important that soil regeneration is enshrined in the policy of every government on the planet. We must change the narrative on the planet that soil is a wealth, a legacy we have received from previous generations, and we have to pass it on as living soil for future generations. We are in a cusp of time. If you do the right things now, in the next 15 to 25 years, we can significantly turn this situation around and regenerate the soil. But if we allow this to progress like this for another 30 to 40 years, after 40 years if we attempt this, then it could take 150 to 200 years because that much loss of biodiversity would have happened. From 21st of March for 100 days, the whole world, every human being on the planet should talk soil. We must hear the word soil, save soil everywhere to see that the narrative on the planet changes towards the most vital aspect of our life, the soil. Each one of you should reach as many people as you can to make this happen. Many global leaders and influencers are already participating in the movement. Be a part of this and let us make it happen.
From my part, as much as I can contribute.
We're going to save the soil. Do your part.
And saving the soils.
Our future, our children's future, and our planet's future depend on it.
Save the soil.
We know what we must do, so let's make it happen.
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 So as you can see, Save Soil is 100% a global movement. It's Sadhguru has been out on the journey since March 21st, visiting many countries. He has met with global leaders, he's met with influencers all along the way just to create this buzz about soil, save soil. So it's happening in such a big way now. The momentum is just building and building. He is now beyond the 85th day of his journey, over 30,000 kilometers for this journey. It's just unbelievable how it has gone. It's gone so well. So some of you probably have been following his journey. If not, there'll be an opportunity for you to catch up on some of the amazing things that have happened along the way. But we are very excited to know that in just a week's time, Sadhguru is going to be completing that 100-day journey in India. He's in India already now. But we have some highlights that we'd love to share with you about his journey as it started in London on March 21st. And as we said, he's in India now and a few more stops, and he's going to be completing that 100 days. But we'd like to share a few highlights of his journey with you now.
Sadhguru, you have the ability to change the world for the better.
If you want to say, I love you to your child, you must just say save soil, because it is a more committed way of saying I love you. It is not about the motorcycle, it's not about the journey, it's not about the song, it is about moving people on the planet. Make it happen, huh?
Nobody spoke about soil like Sadhguru does.
It really resonated with me, the message that we have to save our soil.
We as people have to unite and to solve this.
This is a celebration of human beings coming together to do what they need to do. Riding on to Italy. Italy is raining heavily tonight.
And we are very happy that we are aligned in our message to really high the profile of soils.
I think it's a message of urgency, but it's also a message of hope. So I would really like to thank Sadhguru for his leadership.
An MOU to be signed between Isha Foundation and 4,000 Initiative.
We should all stand up and make the most impact we can to create a real change in the world.
It's heartwarming to see everybody come together.
The Education Ministry in Germany has now come into the picture officially and asked all the children to do artwork to support Save Soil movement. The UNFAO said something which really deeply hurt me, is the soil that we are consuming right now belongs not even to these little children, belongs to the unborn child. This is an expression of our love and responsibility for our own lives and the future lives.
I love the message that he sent and how he broadened it, that it's everybody's responsibility.
I think think there is a great potential for a good collaboration, partnership with the campaign Save the Soil.
Sadhguru reminded me that I have a voice.
Is an honest expression of his wisdom and love for humanity, I think.
A gift from God for the people, for the earth, for the soil.
This is not for us, this is for him and his generation.
Here in Palestine, wonderful to be here.
I salute you and I respect your initiative.
When it comes to agriculture, when it comes to soil, when it comes to soil ecology, our national borders mean nothing because microorganisms operate as a global system.
Dear Sadhguru, one of the world's voices and leaders on soil conservation and land, in this day and age, having you here is absolutely fantastic, and we welcome you.
Implementation has to happen on the land, and land is not managed by scientists, land is managed by farmers. So it's extremely important. It must be a single point agenda, incentive-based agenda. If inspiration, incentives and disincentives after a certain period of time is the way forward, this is my appeal to every one of you, because I don't want this COP15 to end as one more convention with more paper and more paper. This must end with concrete action, and action in such a way that it's implementable.
We know how much, you had to do to get here. You left so many things you were doing with it. But you honored the country, you honored the people of this country.
Thanks.
And on behalf of the head of state,
It's my pleasure.
I want to thank you very much.
أنت بالتربة سيف soil.
The most important thing of what I have learned from him is that the most important thing is to live in harmony and peace within yourself.
Thank you so much for being here with us, Sadhguru, on this wonderful journey. The UAE is partnering with you on Save Soil, such an important cause.
My dear brother Sadhguru, I would like to thank you for including the United Arab Emirates in your inspiring journey.
I had a meeting with Sadhguru ji somewhere in December, I believe. And the net outcome of that whole thing is that I have earmarked funds to make good of the eco deficit of that particular year.
There are no words to describe what it means to be back in India.
It's a very proud moment to have amidst us the savior of the soil.
લીડ લઈશું ગુજરાત તમને એટલું કહી શકાય કે લીડ લઈને ગુજરાત અને મેં જેટલું બને એટલું ઝડપથી
You are in Gujarat since 2 days. हमारा गुजरात कैसा लगा आपको?
People are cool, but the weather is hot. Will you promise me in the next 100 years' time, we'll make the weather also cool for future generations?
Wow.
It's my fortune that on this day, when it's Rana Pratapji's Jayanti, I happen to be here.
I think is an exceptional movement, and I think now it is our responsibility to make sure that we spread that message, pass on that message, and actually do something about it on the ground.
भारत माता की मिट्टी की बोलो सतगुरु महाराज की
Save soil we must for you only, okay?
और पूरी दुनिया में एक नया संदेश देने के लिए सदगुरु जी ने जो ये महाअभियान चलाया है, आने वाले समय में हमारी नौजवान पीढ़ियां आपके इस बताए मार्गदर्शन में चलते हुए मिट्टी बचाने के अभियान को आगे बढ़ाएगी।
क्या आपकी आवाज और आशीर्वाद मेरे साथ है क्या?
As the Prime Minister has taken up the Solar Alliance, I think there's an immense opportunity. After talking to various leaders around the world, I realize India and the Prime Minister of India could take up the leadership of soil regeneration in India and the world.
सदगुरु जी ने जो लंबी ये यानी मेहनत वाली यात्रा है, बाइक पे, वैसे उनका बचपन से शौक रहा है ये, लेकिन फिर भी काम बड़ा कठिन होता है। सदगुरु जी ने यात्रा की, अपने आप में बहुत बड़ा काम किया है और मुझे पक्का विश्वास है कि दुनिया को मिट्टी के प्रति स्नेह तो पैदा हुआ ही होगा, लेकिन भारत की मिट्टी की ताकत का भी परिचय मिला होगा। आप सबको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, धन्यवाद।
As a capital city, you have a more important responsibility than anybody else. Will you keep it up for the next few months till these policies happen? Let's make it happen.
फॉर रिवर्स और सेव सॉइल, ये दोनों अभियान उत्तर प्रदेश के लिए तो अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण और प्रेरणादायी हो सकते हैं और मुझे लगता है उत्तर प्रदेश की 25 करोड़ जनता इस पूरे अभियान के साथ जुड़ेगी, इसमें कोई संदेह रहना भी नहीं चाहिए।
मिट्टी बचाओ अभियान, हम सभी साथ हैं।
मैं आपको मध्य प्रदेश की तरफ से, मध्य प्रदेश के 8.5 करोड़ जनता की तरफ से, मध्य प्रदेश सरकार की तरफ से मैं ये वचन देता हूं कि मिट्टी बचाओ अभियान में आपके पीछे हम कदम से कदम और कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर साथ चलेंगे।
After nearly a month in the desert lands, first taste of monsoon as we enter Maharashtra. It's a welcome rain. $25,406 kilometers to Nashik. Right now my motorcycle is reading that.
So as you can see, the public and so many global leaders and people are just welcoming Sadhguru in all of the nations that he's visited. So much has happened on his journey. As you can see, he's gone through so many different types of climates and weather, and he still goes on. And, you know, he's, as we said, he's coming towards the end of his journey. Next week, it will be concluding on the 100th day on Tuesday, June 21st. So Sadhguru is doing everything he possibly can. So what is it that we can do? You know, how can we support? How can we continue to amplify the message that he's been saying? As you see in these nations, you know, across the globe, they have been amplifying the message, save soil, in such a big way. Now it's our opportunity and our continued opportunity to do the same here on our soil, on this continent, in North America, in Central America, in South America, whatever we can do to also continue that message and make sure everyone hears the movement of Save Soil. So as Sadhguru says, we want to ensure that at least 60% of the electorate, those that are eligible to vote in various democratic nations, 60%, if 60% of the people are talking Save Soil, that's when the governments will really listen. And that's how we can influence bringing that policy change. And the main policy change that we want to see is that minimum of 3 to 6% organic content in the soil. And so that's what we're, you know, trying to get more and more people talking about Save Soil. The latest statistic that I've heard is that 2.5 billion people are talking Save Soil or have, you know, are aware of it now. So that's so wonderful. So we'd like to get to 3.5 or 4 billion, then we will really make a difference with these countries. But already we have 72 memorandums of understanding that have been signed, that they have pledged their support for the Save Soil movement. So it's wonderful. So many people are already talking about Save Soil. So what is it that we can do? And how can you participate? And we want to, you know, just see how we can maximize the impact that we're having. I'd like to share my screen with you now. And of course, there's many things on the Save Soil website that you can go and visit. So I would like to share my screen and just point out a few things with you that we can look at together. Okay. So this is our the main site, if you come to consciousplanet.org, the Save Soil site, there are many different things here that you can use as resources as an Earth Buddy to continue to, share the message, learn more yourself, so that you can really speak about this Save Soil, so that you understand what does it mean to bring our soil back from extinction. And we talked about already 52% of the soils have been degraded, and we want to see what we can do to bring that organic content back into the soil. So on the website here, you can see that there are ongoing organizations that are pledging their support. You can follow that. If you want to learn more specifically about the whole movement and the crisis itself, and learn about the impacts that it's having in the various different areas, whether that be food crisis or climate change, you can read more and learn more here. But what we would like to point out, just a couple of things. If you come to the events page, you can see Sadhguru's journey. We saw some highlights from his journey. But if you'd like to go back in his journey and see any of the videos and what he had to say in the various places that he had visited, you can go onto this map and follow his journey. And if you missed a particular one, like in Delhi, you can click on that and see that some of the highlights if you watch the highlights video. So you can see Sadhguru right now. He just finished visiting Hyderabad, and he's on his way to, let's see, he's going to be in Kurnool very soon, and working his way down to Coimbatore. So on the 21st of June, that's where he will conclude his 100-day journey of 30,000 kilometers. So it's just unbelievable. So we here, what can we do? So the big event, I'm sure some of you have heard, and if not, we want to make sure that you're aware of it, the walkathon. So that's something that's happening here. And the walkathon is an opportunity for us to also show our support. Sadhguru's gone so many miles on his motorcycle. How many, steps can we take to also bring more awareness towards Save Soil? So the Save Soil Walkathon is happening this Father's Day weekend coming up in many, many places here in North America and South America and Central America. And you can find an event that's happening close to you. So you can go down on this page, the walkathon page, see a little bit more. This Father's Day weekend, over 60 cities have said that they're coming together. And as far as we know, this is one of the first times that we've had simultaneous walkathons happening all towards the one cause. So it's very exciting for us to come together and be able to show our support. And the more of us that are out there, the more awareness we can create, the greater buzz here on our soil, so that more people will become aware of this movement. So you can go to this page and find the closest walkathon that's close to you. Or if you know people in other areas, these are all the places that are having walkathons this weekend or the following weekend. And if you know people in any of these places, please do what you can to spread the word. This is one of the biggest things that we can do right now, is we want to make sure that everyone knows and everyone joins these walkathons that are happening. So if we're looking in the United States, you can see all the various states that are having walkathons. You can scroll through here, look, think of all your family and friends in other places and share it with them. That's definitely something that we can do. And it's actually, you would register on the Eventbrite page. So once you would select a particular city, registration actually happens through the Eventbrite platform. So you would register here. If you have children that are under 18, you can register them as well. And then there's the details of the when and where. The timings are a little bit different in each particular region, so you can look for that. There's more information. So if you're sharing with someone for the first time and inviting them to this, there's some great information here that makes it easy. Has pulled out some of the highlights that we've looked at and talked about tonight. You can also share that as well. So then the specifics for your particular event that you would be attending, and the map of where you're walking, you can check that out on that particular page. So we encourage you, if you are registering for the event, to either bring a soft copy, have it on your phone, or bring a paper copy, so that when you come and check in for registration, you can go through pretty quickly and be there and ready for the event. If you have a Save Soil t-shirt or a hat or anything, please definitely wear that. We want people to be in those colors, green or blue. Or you could wear a white or green shirt if you don't have a Save Soil t-shirt. You can just come with a plain shirt and they'll give you a sticker to wear on your t-shirt so that you can also, be wearing the Save Soil as you're walking in the walk as well. There won't be a Save Soil merchandise available at the actual walkathons, but if you wish to purchase something, you could do it ahead of time. I'm not sure it would reach you in time before this weekend, but certainly, this isn't the end of sharing about Save Soil. So see what you can do to, in any way, just share with everyone that you know about the movement. So again, the walkathons are this coming weekend, but a few cities are also having them the following weekend on the 25th or 26th. So you can look and see when those are happening in your area. Again, there's many, many resources here on the website. If you click on the resources tab, you'll see that, the daily activities that are there of what you can do to amplify the message in social media. There's the toolkit, so many different things that you can do. So if you haven't explored, just you can really get lost in the Save Soil website and find so many wonderful things to help educate yourself and share with others. So what I'd like to do now is give you an opportunity to ask any questions that you might have, and we can look at some of those things together. I'll come back over. So please, if you would like to type in the chat, share any questions that you have. Have anything that you're thinking about or wondering about, or if you're involved with the walkathon. How many of you are registered already for the walkathon? A walkathon in your area. Have you found one happening? That's wonderful that we have people that are signing up. I think that we've crossed over 1,000 people in the United States, I think, and I think that also includes Canada, up to 10,000. We'll have to look at the numbers, but every day they're increasing all over. We have some cities that I think are close to 500 right now, so it's really exciting to see so many people coming out in support of Save Soil. So I hope that you have also been inspired by all of the updates that we've been able to share with you today. I'm not seeing any more questions specifically coming up, but I can just share with you, my experience this past week. It's been quite a buzz. We've been doing so much in my particular city that I'm in. We met with the mayor this week, and the mayor proclaimed Save Soil Day, which was very exciting. And we got to share with the city council and mayor all about Save Soil. We, are out flyering. Volunteers are just so excited to be out and about. So if you've been watching social media, we've seen dinosaurs on Times Square sharing about Save Soil, making people more aware that, yes, dinosaurs have been extinct. We don't want to see our soil become extinct. So it's exciting, all of the creative and fun ways that people have been sharing about this to make more and more people aware of Save Soil. So I hope that you'll continue to be out there and talking about Save Soil and using our voices and making sure more and more people know about it, whether that be small children or, people that are your age or much older. It matters, because as Sadhguru said, it's a legacy that we want to leave for the generations that have yet to come, that they have soil that will be able to sustain their lives and the lives beyond their own. So it's something that is more than just an important thing for us to do. It's really our responsibility to take this up and make sure that everyone are also aware of it as well. So we need that policy change to happen in order for it to really make a difference, in order for it to be something that will be sustainable beyond even the time that we're here. So, we can do great things, but we want to ensure that they stay in a way that is going to support healthy soil for all those generations. And only with a policy in place will we be able to make that happen? So that's why we're wanting everyone to be talking about it and ensuring that those that are in the position to be able to make a change, that they know what is needed to make that happen. And, already having 72 memorandums of understanding, that's wonderful. We need all of the nations to also be joining that as well. So this is our opportunity. While Sadhguru hasn't been, driving his motorcycle here on this continent, we have the obligation this weekend to go out and joyfully, be able to walk and make sure that more people know about his journey and the message that he's taking, so that the leaders in this continent, on this side of the world, also are aware and become part of the movement. So thank you all for coming and being part of this evening. If there aren't any other questions, we have one video to share with you. It's fun with we'll end with a song, and hopefully you can take that message and go and share with others. And we hope that you'll all be able to make it out to one of the walkathons this coming weekend. Thank you.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. This very body is soil. My body, your body, everybody is just soil body. The magic of soil is it turns death into life. Depleted soils will not quench the fire of hunger. Unquenched hunger can burn the very world. This is a generational responsibility. Save soil. Let's make it happen.